Good morning everyone, it's Yvonne here to do your What's Cracking reading. Today is Thursday the 24th of September. You know, it's really funny because I went through all COVID and I barely had a problem with dates and days. And since I've been doing my own stuff, I've actually lost track. So I don't always remember what day it is or what date. Anyway. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. I want to say thank you for all your feedback too. I'm pretty sure I thank everybody every day, but there you go. If you are interested in a personal reading with me, gifting or donating to the channel, all of the instructions are below. If you are interested in coming over to Facebook for a Facebook Live, I'm now doing one of those a month. I think the next one's around about the 13th of October. The Aussie Goddess Facebook, and all the dates and things I'm around for the next few months are on pinned to the top of the page there. So whip over and like the page so you get notifications. I am now going live on YouTube Wednesdays and Instagram on Fridays as well. Okay, we're still running the G's Club. So if you're interested in just getting together with a group of people and having a bit of a spiritual chin wag, we're still doing that on a Saturday morning. I'm using the Rider-Waite Tarot for your reading. So back to the basic tarot today. I just felt like getting back to this is not my original deck. My original deck died a long time ago, and I got my second original deck. I've still got that around, and it's very well loved. I used to always use it for myself, but I don't do readings for myself so much anymore. All right. I feel like, oh, right, that's the other thing. Okay, coaching program. So I'm still running the coaching program, 6 sessions at a very reduced rate. I've got a couple of places still left. So if you're interested in them, let me know. They will start up, I think, next week. So I have a little bit of room left. So I'm going to keep the coaching program there at the reduced price until I feel that it needs to go somewhere else or it needs to go back to normal prices. But anyway, all right. 5 of Swords coming out. Now the 5 of Swords is a card that talks about conflict. For me, it's always, you know, you see someone with all the swords, which implies they've won something because there are 2 swords on the floor and people are walking away. But it sort of gives me that feeling, you know, what good is celebration if you've got nobody to celebrate it with? That sort of conflict. It's almost like having a conflict and losing the person completely rather than getting your point across. Good communication. It also can be sort of seen as a card of being self-centered or, you know, winning at all costs. But we certainly see this guy feeling very happy with himself. He's pretty chuffed, right? But, again, nobody to celebrate with. Okay, so we have the King of Cups coming through. This is the card of Cancer, Pisces or Scorpio. The King of Cups is a person who has very, very deep emotion. He's not always good with expressing his emotion. It doesn't mean that he doesn't feel it, but he's just not very good at expressing it. He can sometimes be a little sort of aloof or cold, but most of the time he's, you know, he's sort of pretty much into his emotions. Can represent a father figure as well. All right, someone's got a broken heart here because they walked away from something. Somebody thought they were doing the right thing walking away from something. Maybe felt somehow or another that it was a win for them, being able to walk away. Because sometimes we feel like if we do that, we are going to win. And of course, sometimes we do. There's no doubt about that at all. If you cut people out of your life, sometimes it can be the best thing you've done because it stops the worry, the pain and the hurt. But it looks like this person is still hurting. There could have been something here like a choice between two people or some interference from another person. Also getting mother feel here. So somebody could be struggling with some sort of situation that they've walked away from, perhaps to keep everybody, that's what it is. It's like walking away from somebody or something to keep everybody else happy, but then waking up one day and realizing that you're not happy, even though you've done something that you thought would keep everybody else happy. Rightio, that's why that's coming up that way. All right, so the King of Swords is coming out here. Okay, so you could be taking on this energy here. You're matching your person, or it could be vice versa. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, water sign. One or the other of you. This is you matching each other's energy. There's been no communication here. No communication between two people. But it looks to me like someone cut someone else out here. And it may have been what caused this, but I feel like it's a result of this. So I feel like somebody's probably snubbed you, left you behind, felt really good about doing it because thought it was the right thing to do. Whoever this person is, I feel, done it for what they thought were the right reasons. But it looks like you've already cut this person out now, because there's this strong feeling now that you've matched their energy. Oh, let's keep going. Okay, so I have the Lovers card here. There was some sort of choice that needed to be made here. Some sort of choice. And I feel like this person probably went with the other choice here. And because I now have the Lovers card, I feel like the choice was made, but the energy of the person hasn't really gone anywhere. I guess that's why I'm getting that energy here. So the person's still feeling the same. So they're like, I've done all the things I needed to do. I've cut things out. I've moved on, but I'm still feeling some sort of attachment. And not realizing that this particular situation is one that's been sort of, it's a divine union when it's the Lovers. So this particular union is divine. Okay, I feel like with the Magician here, there's sort of like this energy of somebody either coming to a realization that they can, yeah, okay, beautiful. All right, so whoever this person is has come to sort of some realization of they've created a situation themselves through choice and manifestation. So it's like this person's now realizing, look, what they bit off, they have to now chew, basically. So they've put themselves in that situation. But something has to come to close here. So something here hasn't really been closed. But when I get the Lovers card, I sort of think that makes a lot of sense, because with the Lovers card, it's not a bond that can be easily broken. This is a bond that is spiritually guided. And I feel like this person's realizing now, no matter how much power they've had or how well they manifest, they can't really cut this energy out because it's not finished or completed with the World card here. I love behind the World is the Sun. So something good is coming out of this. It's really funny because a few people commented on a reading I did the other day about, you know, not wanting a person back, or the person's a narcissist and whatever else. And, you know, I appreciate that probably you just want to be heard, you just want to be seen. But at the end of the day, if the reading is not resonating with you, then it's not your reading. You have to start understanding how to listen to your own intuition. This is not about someone abusive, nasty, coming back to give you a hard time. That's not what I read. I read what comes out in the cards. If you are feeling that you have someone in your past that you do not want to reconnect with, or you don't want somebody who's abusive or aggressive or whatever it is that you're worried about, this reading's not yours. So you need to just turn it off and move on to another reading. That was the reason I started doing the bonus reading in the first place, because if this reading didn't resonate, at least you had another choice. But at the end of the day, I am amongst many, many, many people on YouTube who can do the reading you want to hear. So don't be feeling that I'm telling you something bad is going to happen. Okay, so 5 of Pentacles coming through here. So this is a feeling of being left out in the cold. And like I said, I get a really strong feeling that somebody walked away from something in the past because they thought they were doing the right thing. And I feel like now they may be feeling very down, sad, or perhaps a bit disillusioned here by making the choice they've made. Sometimes we don't make the right choice. I told you I put this camera onto a different setting, and I don't know how I've done it, and it's really cool because it gives you more view, but I've got to go back to learning how to work with it. Okay, so whoever this person is, there's a ghosting here. So when we talk about ghosting, we're talking about someone who really hasn't given an explanation before they've moved away. It's someone trying to get away with something, okay? So whoever this person was probably didn't give you a good explanation as to why they were turning their back on you. They could have ignored you completely. You may have got no communication whatsoever. Or it could mean this person was very breadcrumby, just giving you bits and pieces here and there. Okay, so Queen of Wands coming through with the 9 of Cups. Wow, this person's had a huge turnaround here. This person's had a big realization. You know, we don't always make the best choices in life, and most choices we make because, you know, we feel that that's the right choice at the time. This person's feeling a little bit like they sort of whipped off without sort of explaining what they were doing. They may be feeling a little guilty now about doing this by the looks of that, because they see you as the Queen of Wands. So when you're being seen as the Queen of Wands, you're being seen as something that holds a lot of power, because you've got this power over this person that they didn't realize you had. I mean, it's perceived power. It's not like you really have power, but it's perceived power. So this person's now realizing that the energy of you is not going, and even though they tried to move away from the energy is still there. So now they flipped. They want to make something out of this. They're turning things around. All right, so we have the Temperance card here, followed by the King of Cups. Wow, okay. Somebody wants to go from feeling sad about the past to actually doing something with this connection. It's really, there's a lot of regret here, a lot of regret and remorse, maybe even some sort of feelings of depression, sadness, being left out in the cold. This person's been struggling to find this balance after making the decision. But they can't move forward. And the really sad part is there's 2 cups here. So this person has love in their future, but they're shrouded or clothed in black here, which says to me they're feeling very sad about this past energy. 3 cups. So some sort of choice they made has kept them locked in the past. This person really wanted to be the provider, the breadwinner, the person who cared and nurtured whoever the other person was. This person wanted that. But they've been trying to find some balance now around how they manage a decision in line with the decision. They balance the decision in line with what they chose. I guess that's the way I'm trying to express myself. So here comes some sort of offer here. It's very slow coming back in. And then we have the Fast card. I love that Spirit does that. I'm like, really? This card originally talked about messages coming through. And I always laugh about it because I think we call it the card of speed. But when the tarot was developed in like the 12th, 13th, 14th century, somewhere around there, after people were using, obviously, reading cards. This particular energy would have been a message on horseback, right? So I guess in those days, if it took a horse, 2 or 3 days to come for you, you probably thought that was a pretty good time. But this is messages going backwards and forwards. This is communication, two-way communication, messages being received and sent. And this has sort of over the years gathered the card of fast action, which always makes me laugh now. I think that's absolutely hilarious. So we have the slowest moving card in the deck next to the fastest moving card. So I feel like something has taken a long time to come around here. Something has taken a long time to come to some sort of realization that this person wants to now make some sort of an offer. This is messages being received. So they're now coming through. Whoever this person is has taken their time, but now they're making contact. Okay, Four of Swords coming through. So the Four of Swords talks of taking time out to really, to rest and recuperate here. And I feel like this person's had enough time now to realise that perhaps they didn't really think the right way about some sort of decision they made. Somebody walked away from something, feeling quite chuffed with themselves that they had made a decision in their own best interest. Possibly a water sign. But whoever this person is now brokenhearted. I feel like here, especially with the 3, there was some sort of decision made to sever something because of interference, something else being in the equation. And I feel due to that, someone's matching the energy here and probably cut this person out. Some sort of decision has been made here, though, about the connection or an understanding of how strong the connection is, because this person is realizing that what they manifested was maybe not the right thing for them. So now they're sort of reviewing their own manifestation here. A cycle needs to be closed out. So something has to be finished here. And I did note that the sun's behind that. So some sort of situation needs closure. For whatever reason here, something has been left said or undone. And that's a pretty good indication with this card. So there needed to be some sort of conversation that didn't take place. Now, I feel with the 9 of Cups here, somebody wants to change that decision. I feel it's really still, there's still a strong connection here. This person is still feeling somewhat sad about the past or how they managed things, how they handled things. There are regrets here because I think this person made a decision on behalf of everybody else rather than thinking about what they wanted, which of course is why we're here on the planet. Our ultimate goal is love. Our ultimate goal is self-love. It's about understanding who we are, and love is our primary objective. Doesn't matter which way you look at it. Power, money, all of those things have been human-made. But this person is now considering how to move forward. And I feel like with the 8 of Swords here, there's communication on its way. All right, so we're going to read from the Heart and Souls Tarot. Being the reading's gone for a long time, I'll just read one card. This card reflects protection, freedom and success. It won't be quick or easy, but you will succeed and you are protected along the way. Free yourself of past doubt, fear and guilt. Let go of fixed expectations. Be flexible, adaptable and open to new avenues and ideas. A higher power is trying to guide you. I really feel like for many of you, this person and you have some sort of either a future together or need to talk about what happened, need to resolve past resentments and misunderstandings. So I feel very, very strongly with this card, especially now reading it that way, that someone here is being divinely guided back to you for resolution, for this to be finished. There's unfinished business here. So I feel like this person's on their way back to close something out so you can move on in your cycle. Have a wonderful day.